Hello guys, this is Sztuciec speaking, and today we're gonna have a battle of T-10, a Soviet Tier 9 heavy tank. Why it's called Heartbraker? Heartbraker because I make some mistakes which I made, so you don't need to make by yourself. I really hope so. So let's get into the battle. Today's map is Sun River, and we have quite decent team. And like you will see, most of my team will go to the one place, a real lemming train. And that's why I decided to go with a few tanks to another flank. A T-10 is a heavy Tier 9 Soviet tank, but for its mass it's very agile, it's quite fast as well. That's why I rather to play more over like a medium tank. Thanks to its traverse speed and acceleration rate, I can very quickly get to the western flank. And also, like you can see, the ground resistances on the sand are quite nice as well. I can keep up the 50-60 kilometers per hour. And because it will take too long, I will just cut the video in this moment, just when driving. So like you can see, the situation on the map is quite under our control. The western flank is under control by medium tanks and light tanks. And the eastern flank is taken over by heavy tanks supported with tank destroyers. So that's why I'm going with the middle road, hoping to have some nice snapshots or eventually snipe shots. After all, this Russian gun have some dispersion, but I cannot complain so much about it. First mistake of the battle, I came to the middle and didn't met any other heavy tank. All the heavy tanks of the enemy was actually fighting our tanks in the both flanks. Instead of playing sniper, I should actually rush to aid my teammates instead of being unsuccessful and quite useless as well. Useless, this is a good word. Like you can see, the Tiger and me are trying to snipe down the enemy, and you need to remember that actually, since shell speed decreases the longer a shell flies, the game models linear penetration loss over distance depending on the gun and shell type used. And as you can see, the penetration values at these distances are not even displayed. So that was actually a wasted ammo. It was time to act. I decided to aid my teammates on eastern flank and encircle the enemy from behind. And after some time, I think I changed my mind. I've looked at the situation on minimap and I see the eastern flank is lost already. There are only two heavy tanks fighting out there, almost overrun by the enemy. And there was still some time to help the western though, so I decided to turn back. Overall situation wasn't hopeless, but it was not so good as well. I decided to move into the middle to hold down position to exchange some shots with a premium tier 8 heavy American tanks T-34s. But at those distances I wasn't successful as well. I exchanged some shots, didn't penetrate, he tried to shot me back but he missed. During this time our team actually killed another 2 enemy tanks and we lost only 1 in exchange. Suddenly I was hit by a quite deadly opponent ISU with a 152 gun. It's very deadly one. It could have one-shot me, but actually he bounced. Lucky me, I guess. Another move, another mistake. Shooting on the move with Russian tank. So unsuccessful. By watching this you can remember not to do what I did. If you would like to shoot and move in the same time, use medium tanks or light tanks, because they are more efficient. Heavy tanks with its high dispersion rate are not so good after all. Instead of keeping fire and exchanging more bullets and actually wasting them, I decided to go back and help my only 1 medium tank that left on this side. It could be quite helpful to have an ally with you. If you will stay alone without any allies around, you will be very easy prey for the enemy. And as we can see, this VK is standing alone against 2 heavy tanks and 1 light tank, which he don't stand a chance against, especially if they will attack all together. Enemy team is starting to cap the flag and we need to move quickly to decap it. Finally we have some successful penetration as well. By bare statistics my reload is a little bit faster than T-34, and also my crew is much better trained, I guess. I decided just to reload and push forward without aim. On close distances I don't need to be afraid about my aiming skill of the crew. It's quite nice even on the move. And being lazy I just shot without aim. I shouldn't have any problem penetrating German light tank. But knowing T-34 hull is quite weak, I can still keep up the auto fire and still look around for enemy tanks to come. As you can see, the T-34 turret traverse system is very slow and it gives me the very high advantage. He tried to return fire but he was unsuccessful. Also the RU was trying to penetrate me on my front, but I was still keeping my frontal armor to the enemy. It's very important whenever you're playing a heavy tank. RU uses the high explosive shell, destroying my truck, but I use my repair kit very quickly and I can still traverse quicker than he's going around me. So finally he's hiding behind the dune, and instead of going straight to him when he can shot my, let's say, belly, I decided to go around to have clear shot. After this quick action with 3 kills, I had to go to cap circle and start decapping. Luckily this is encounter battle and timer is set for 3 minutes. There was no one on the cap circle from my point of view. If I would like to spot him, I had to go downhill. From this moment I realize I'm quite alone now on the battle. Maybe I can carry, maybe not, who knows. Either way, 2 more tanks detected and still no one on the cap circle. I have to keep moving, I cannot stop for too long, I have to go and decap. Even being lightly hit by a Jagdtiger. Surrounded by enemy tanks all around me. From the north there was a heavy tank and tank destroyer. In cap circle there was a T-10. From the east somewhere out there was a Jagdtiger, a very deadly tank destroyer. I knew I need to watch every step I will make now. So being under the pressure and being surrounded by the enemy, I didn't think reasonable. I did what I did and I rushed the enemy. There was only 1 hit from British T-8 heavy tank. The rest of the shells flew around me and didn't penetrate, didn't hit at all. I had to aim and think fast. Because I'm thinking and aiming fast, I'm gonna be inaccurate. That's why I choose the auto aim, which wasn't so good idea. Being exposed to all 3 enemies, 2 heavy tanks and 1 tank destroyer, I received some hits and it was time to hide behind the wreck. First of all, it was necessary to destroy the T-10 first and later think about the lighter opponents. Somehow I managed to lure the T-10 to go with me behind the ruins and then I could finally finish him. Time has come for ISU as well, but he shot me first with the high explosive shell, making some minor damage, but I make my revenge after all. Here's another mistake of mine, quite glorious one, knowing that the Jagdtiger is somewhere behind me and having a heavy tank almost hold down position in front of me, I decided to shoot him, just like this. And you know what is going to be shooting on long distances with Russian guns. There will be plenty of misses. But still keep shooting, hitting the trucks, hitting the hull, maybe 1 penetration. Okay, I could go by the trench position in the middle or by the dunes on the south and still go around the Jagdtiger, but you know how it's going to be. The heartbreaking part is coming from behind. Battle is over and maybe it wasn't so epic or glorious like most of you thought it will be, but I make those mistakes so you don't need to repeat them. But either way, if you like it though, please consider leaving a like and a comment below, as well maybe a subscription. and hopefully see you guys next time on my